is gonna start off with a major challenge.
Lost 2 doors off of our RV. I wanted to show you kind of how easy it is.
I've only seen this at just a few other campgrounds.
My first time trying to get out of a tight campground. In case, as a precaution.
These are sea urchin shells. This is now turning into like the worst trip ever.
No,
this is the weirdest thing.
Well, we've got an issue here. As you might see here, I'm missing some landing gear on this side, and I'm glad I brought my bottle jack, because if I wouldn't have had this, I would have been in a lurch. So this is the part of the landing gear, and basically it stripped out, so the metal is doing that. It shouldn't be doing that. It should be turning with the gears and then going up and down. But you know, the other day we were having issues with the pin shearing off, and I think that has something to do with the issue of the landing gear. So I've got a new set coming from E-Trailer when we get back. Getting the RV on the truck is gonna be interesting because all the weight is on this jack. So I'm gonna have to jack this up a little bit, put this one up, jack this one up, put it up to get it high enough to, you know, get the pin box on the ball. So it's gonna be interesting. And then we've got the door that flew off. For now, I have some bolts going through it that'll get us by for now, so it doesn't fall off going down the road.
All right, you guys, I am super excited about where we are at the moment, because step outside here, I am going to show you around what I think is probably one of the best campgrounds that we have ever stayed at. Now, this is not our first stay here, so I was trying to remember. I think this is like our second stay where we have been here. We wanted to come back because this place, you guys, especially in the winter in Florida, this is the place to be. So we're at Sunshine Key RV Resort. Now, a couple of things about this particular resort. And to clear up some confusion, because I actually got a message from somebody the other day on Instagram saying, well, we don't have 1,000 Trails membership, so we could probably never stay there. Not true. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in a few minutes. But first, I want to show you some great things about this campground. Part of the reason that we chose to stay here, that is, there are so many things that you can do right here. You never even have to leave the campground if you don't want to. Now you can, obviously, it's not a prison, it's a campground, but you wouldn't have to because there's so many things that you could do right here. First up, I'm going to show you one of my favorite spots here at the campground, and that is the nice sandy beach. Now this is where, when we have been going paddleboarding, but we can launch right from this little beach. So this is just a few steps away from where our RV is parked right now. So this is one of my favorite spots down here, you guys. I'm going to put my sunglasses on because it's a little sunny. But they've got beach chairs. You can just kind of, you know, relax by the beach if you want, put paddle boards in, snorkel, all your water stuff you can put in here. There's also a marina you could put in over there. Nice little private sandy beach area just for the campers at the RV campground right here at Sunshine Key. So you could literally spend the whole time down here and have no complaints. So right over here, we have Evie's favorite part of the campground, and that is the little dog park that's here. Just say, like, who's having more fun at the dog park?
Good girl.
Ben or Evie?
Me!
The nice thing is this campground, super pet friendly. So they've got kind of like a dog walk area, but then they also have like a little dog park that has been great for her to come get some off-leash time. She's been socializing with other RV dog friends. So everybody has had lots of community while they're here, including Evie. Oh, speaking of RV community, can I just say how RV community is seriously the best? So the kids, I don't think we've seen the kids much since we've been here, because they quickly found themselves some friends, and they have literally been just hanging out with their friends pretty much almost 24/7, right? I think they've just been coming back to sleep and eat. That's really all that they've been coming back to the RV for, is to sleep and eat. RV community is the best. Full-time families, part-time families, all of it. They're all just amazing people. And if you want to have fun, just go hang out with some RVers. They also have some really cool RV sites here. So if you don't mind paying a little bit extra, you could be right on the water here by the marina, or on the water on the other sides of the island too. But marina is definitely one of those amenities. Pretty cool. So this little area here is called the Tiki Lounge. The one thing I really like about Sunshine is that they are really good with like activities and things. So the very first year we ever came, they had like a Christmas ornament making thing. Trinity and I enjoy doing that.
There's muffins and mimosas at the tiki bar.
So that's a super fun thing that they've got going on. They're gonna have karaoke later today. They had a great like little New Year's party last night. Oh, another thing, nice pool. Bunch of the kids right now, they're at the pool. I will tell you one thing, I am kind of enjoying the season of life that we are in, having older teens that can be a little independent on their own, not require so much of mom and dad, and just go down to the pool. That definitely is a nice season of life that I'm enjoying right now, for sure. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, I love it. Really?
So there's a basketball court, sand volleyball going on, little soccer area, playground for the younger kids. They've even got a food truck on site now, you guys. This is not something that was here the last time. They've literally had breakfast, lunch, and dinner options at the food truck. So if you're like, I don't feel like cooking today or whatever, but I don't want to necessarily leave the campground, you can just come grab yourself something over here at the food truck. Kind of a nice little perk. There's also a general store. So if you have forgotten something and you don't want to run, I say all the way. Here's the deal, y'all. Marathon, which is your kind of one of your bigger areas where you've got a couple grocery stores, even a Home Depot, is about 10-12 minutes in the northern direction. And then Big Pine is about 7 to 10 minutes in the southern direction. You've got grocery stores in those areas, like you can pick up what you want. But if you don't feel like making that 10-minute drive, the general store even has authentic Florida key lime pie. Yes, we might have picked up a pie or two. Just saying, might have happened. That's why I'm walking right now. I'm walking off the pie, folks.
There we go.
One of the things that they have here that, you guys, I've only seen this at just a few other campgrounds in all of our travels. And literally at this point in our RV journey, we've stayed at hundreds and hundreds of campgrounds. That is a recycle bin, you guys. So I have my new recycle thing from IKEA. We're gonna take all of our plastics, all of our glass, all of our aluminum down to the actual recycle bin, you know, and kudos Sunshine Key RV Resort for having recycling, because that's probably one of my biggest pet peeves. And if I had more time on my hands, I'd come up with some sort of initiative to help campgrounds recycle. Maybe you are out there and you have time on your hands. This season of life, I got my hands full of 2 teenagers, but if I could, this would be the one initiative that I would take on. So recycling's right next to the laundry. It's just like most any laundry rooms these days, moving more towards an electronic thing. So you can use a credit or debit card. They also have an app. It's not super expensive. It's $2.50 a load. So $2.50 for a wash, $2.50 for a dry. I figured out, could have put 2 loads of wash into 1 dryer. Save myself $2.50. But that's neither here nor there. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Ah! Are they both occupado?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is cool. Here, let me see.
Here, I'll leave this one with you too. And then you can just drop the back.
Oh yeah. See, he's got a little,
Hey, where are you going?
there's a thing in it. How gorgeous is this though, you guys? So we're out here on the paddle boards. This area, they call it Conch Island for very good reason. It's just literally right next to the Sunshine Key. So we've been coming out on the paddle boards a lot. We had a couple of days where the weather didn't really cooperate. It was a little chilly and a little windy. Thankfully, we were able to extend our stay at Sunshine by an extra day, still using our Thousand Trails membership. It's a good thing because today's gorgeous. We head out tomorrow and we are finding a lot of conchs today, y'all. So this has been really fun. Oh, let me show you something else too. These are sea urchin shells. So these are empty. So these are fair game to take home and do something fun with. So just an absolutely gorgeous day out here paddling. Here he is.
Well, and that's why.
All right, so we found some shells. And in this one, there's like a little fishy. You guys can see him. If he moves again.
Nope,
Oh,
there he
he
goes.
moved. Like maybe we killed it. Oh no.
Okay, we're gonna put him back.
Put him back in the water so he can
Right down there.
live.
Live.
We'll let him live. This is such a nice day. Look at him. Oh my goodness.
You see his green eyes?
I do see his green eyes.
Oh, he's coming out.
Is he coming out?
He's coming out. Oh, just keep going.
How far is he gonna go? Oh, he's trying to flip it over, I think.
No, he is. I'm shining.
Shining like a treasure from a sunken pirate wreck.
Oh, I scared him when I said shiny.
That song is creepy. That song is really creepy.
So I will tell you one thing that is super, super nice is that no matter where we are, so whether we're in the RV, whether we're at home, whether we're in the Keys, whether we're at the home base outside of Orlando, we get the same sleep every single time because we have the exact same mattress in the RV that we have at the Glamper Hideaway. Same with the kids. We switched everything at the Hideaway over to mattresses from rvmattress.com in Brooklyn bedding many, many years ago. Absolutely love the consistency of sleep that we get. It's the same regardless of where we are. The nice thing that we love about RV Mattress is that they have a 120-night sleep trial, so you can try it out. Actually, when we very first got our first mattress from them, we didn't really feel like that. We felt like it was too soft. We needed something more firm, and we thought we'd ordered firm enough, but evidently we didn't because all mattresses can be a little bit different. So we ended up going with the firmness in the Aurora Luxe Hybrid mattress, and that was perfect for us, and so that's what we've been sleeping on ever since. Super easy to get in and out of an RV because they come rolled up in a box, so that is very, very helpful. And then a limited lifetime warranty, so we haven't needed to replace any of our mattresses now in the 3-4+ years that we've been sleeping on them. They've been holding up great for us. We absolutely love them, and because it's something that we absolutely love, we just like sharing about things that work well for us. So we have partnered with RV Mattress. You can save 30% off with our link and the code GRATEFUL. That'll be in the description below. And we do want to thank RV Mattress for their continued support of our channel and the ongoing partnership because, man, we absolutely, sleep's important. And so if you're not getting the sleep that you need when you're traveling, it messes up life. And so it's one of the products that we absolutely love talking about because we just know how important it is to get the rest that you need, regardless of if you're on the road or if you're at home. We just got back to the RV. It's late. I say it's late. I think it's like 9:30. It's really not that late, but it feels late. So sad. This is like our last. This was our last day. This was our last day in the Keys. So we're trying to get to bed at a decent time because our plan is to get up early so that we can get out of here at a decent time. And I was just talking to Ben. And what were you saying, babe?
I was saying that tomorrow is going to I know it's going to start out with a challenge because we've got to figure out how to get the truck onto the ball with one landing gear on one side of the RV. We have to figure out how to do that. Got a couple bottle jacks. It's a good start. Got some good friends.
First of all, RV community is everything, you guys.
Yes.
If you have not found community on the road, if you're on the road, you need to go out of your way to find community. So whether it's through Facebook groups or just talking to people at the campground, going to activities at the campground, find some good RV friends because that has made the biggest difference for us in the last 4 or 5 years is being able to travel with friends or whatever. So RV friends, hopefully come through for us in the morning. But it is kind of interesting going to bed knowing that the morning is going to start off with a major challenge.
I'm nervous on pulling out of here. This is going to be my first time trying to get out of a tight campground. So we'll see how it goes. Come along, will you?
She's nervous too. She's dancing around.
Well, looks like some kid didn't want his hot dog, so he just threw it at the camper. Kind of interesting. I've got a new hinge on order through Forest River, which is through Lippert. Actually, it was like $6 for the hinge, which includes the plastic friction hinges or whatever you call them. But for now, for my little bolt job, the top one's gonna be fine because it won't fall out, but the bottom one potentially could. So Gorilla Tape use case number 5678. we're gonna just go ahead and just grill tape this on for now, just so the bolt doesn't fly out. So I'll figure out kind of a way to do that.
It's like, but Dad.
Wait a minute, where are we going? Well,
So he's gonna crank the bottle jack while I do this.
Oh.
what is that?
Clear. Yep, right there. You think? Good? Yeah.
Now the awkward part is going to be you going down.
Oh yeah. Okay. it could be fast. Let it go. Oh yeah, perfect.
That looks perfect.
Yep. All right. Okay. All right. Ready, Timmy?
Yeah. I see.
Survey says?
Perfect. Good. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh yeah. Well, love it when a plan comes together.
Okay.
So this right here is what we call RV ingenuity at its finest. Let me show you what we've got going on right here. So, gorilla tape, people. You got it, babe. I'm glad Tim's helping him. You know those pillows that are like, I'm sorry for what I said when we were parking the trailer or whatever. Oh? Is he gonna get it in one fell swoop, or we gotta back up?
Because we got that truck over there.
Yeah. Do you see the sticker we have on the bumper? Fun to put one on the RV. Freak people out a little. Thanks to Timmy.
Well, we've got an issue here. We had somebody yelling at us from the side of the road, screaming that our door flew off of the RV. And we have no outside kitchen door.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
And now we have to figure out how to secure some of this stuff and put it somewhere so it doesn't fly out.
See if we can fix that.
Yeah, this bent. So I'm
The
thinking,
shock's gone.
like one of the clips, I had pretty much all the clips tight, but they don't lock, you know, in place. So I'm wondering if they just kind of rattled loose, and then the door, obviously this.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, we made it all the way down to the keys just fine.
Yeah,
And then now this.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is not
I
good.
don't like these outdoor kitchens like this. Anyways, the way they latch is very kind of iffy, you know. I thought it was the other door that fell off, but
I
it's
know.
not
I
this
thought it was the door that we
this
had
way,
taped.
wait, this
Like,
way.
I'm almost wondering, like, because the hinge pins fell out of that door.
Yeah.
Right. The other one.
I wonder
Like,
if it's the same thing.
is it the same thing that happened here? Like the hinge?
No, I know exactly. I know what happened. So, you know those turn knobs?
It just wasn't. Like,
Well, I would turn them and they would loosen over time, and I'd have to bend them back. It probably loosened up over, you know, I'm surprised that this didn't hold the bottom ones at least. But the bad thing about those is you spin them and spin them and spin them. Sometimes you don't know if they're engaged. We were thinking maybe get a marker, right? And then mark
well, no. What I was
when it's
thinking is
closed.
like with the Class A, what we always did is we always did kind of like a tug test.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
maybe,
did a
like-
door tug test.
So you did.
I
and
did,
it was
but
secure.
apparently with the wind and stuff, it just sucked it out. You know,
This is
because
the weirdest thing.
I mean the design wasn't the greatest with all those knobs. You know, because it hits these metal frame that is actually flexible. You know, you can actually see how flexible it is. So there's got to be a better solution. I don't know if all RVs are like that. Some of them would turn really loose and some would be tighter. And I'd have to keep bending the metal to make it tight. But then you're like turning them and you're like, I hope this one's all the way tight.
I feel like with a lot of outdoor kitchens, like this is such a big, huge freaking door. Why? You know what I mean? Like some of the outdoor kitchens, like they're, you know what I mean? It's smaller. Like the whole.
Yeah.
This is a huge door to where, yeah, if something happens where a piece of it gets not secure anyway. All right,
Yeah.
well.
All right, well, we'll figure. Now we're gonna be Gorilla taping the wire down. So Gorilla tape use number 6,543. Gorilla taping this stuff down so it doesn't fly.
You got her. When we get back to the hideaway, we probably will want to stick a tarp here just to protect it from any potential rain until that we can get a new door.
Yep. Just in case, as a precaution, I'm gonna Gorilla tape the door.
Actually, if you want to really do it as a precaution, you should go from here to there.
Please, nothing in there.
No, like down.
No, I'm gonna do this too.
You guys missed as he was sitting there doing that for like 5 minutes straight.
You gotta get every last bit.
The misophonia is killing me. So we pulled in to a Love's. This is in Port St. Lucie. And the one thing I absolutely love about the Love's travel stops, not only are these guys on the Open Roads program, so we're using our Open Roads card to save on fuel here. A lot of the Love's travel stops also have nice amenities like a dog park. So letting Evie kind of run around, stretch her legs a little bit, go potty, all the things. Then we'll get back on the road, hopefully incident free. We have about 2 more hours to get back to the hideaway, to the home base. Man, you guys, we still have to, like, we can't take the truck or the trailer off the truck because of the landing gear. So I got a shipping notification yesterday. Hopefully that landing gear from eTrailer is sitting there because it shows delivered. So that has to be replaced before we can even get the trailer off the truck. I don't know if we'll attempt it tonight or probably tomorrow. We're just kind of like over it at this point.
Now repeat after me, Nick. Goose fraba. Goose blah blah.
And this is problem number 3 that we've had this trip. So problem number 1, landing gear. Problem number 2, the whole bay door falls off on the pass through on the driver's side. And then 3 today, the whole door came off on the outdoor kitchen. So like, let's hope that the 3rd time's a charm, no more issues, problem free on the way home. And then, yeah, let the repairs commence because hashtag RV life, right? Ben and I are sitting in the living room of the RV and we're talking about how this has been the best RV trip ever because the kids were having such a great time. Everybody had their own space. Like Trinity had her own bathroom. Like so much was like just going beautifully because we actually have a layout now that's working for our family. And so we were talking about how this has been like the best trip ever. And now I'm like, no, this has not been the best trip ever. This is now turning into like the worst trip ever because it's raining harder. There's a big hole in the side of the RV. I'm sure we have looked like complete and total rednecks driving down the highway with a big gaping hole in the side of our RV.
My collar's blue, but my neck is red.
My collar's blue, but my neck is red.
You're funny.
I've not ever contemplated quitting RV life, but this is like pushing me super
Guys,
close to the edge.
No, we've lost 2 doors. I mean, we've lost 2 doors off of our RV.
One is who knows where. I mean,
Lost.
obviously probably banged up beyond repair, which is part of the reason why we're not going to go back and look for it because it's probably not salvageable anyway.
Anybody got an extra RV door? We've lost a landing gear. So I've got 1 landing gear. So I'm gonna have to leave my truck hooked up when we get back here until I can get the other landing gear.
And now
in.
it's like raining and it's oh my
like raining
gosh.
tacos.
At least we have my car.
Anyway, y'all, thoughts and prayers. Thank you very much.
We just got back to the home base and eTrailer showed up for me. They got it here quickly. This is the landing gear. I am so excited. So now I just need to, in the morning, I kept this on the truck. I need to install the landing gear so I can drop it off the truck. I've got it down slightly on one and then a bottle jack under the other one for now, just to get a little bit of a load off of my truck overnight. Not that it matters a ton, but no pun intended. But I am going to be installing landing gear in the morning so I can get my truck back and disconnect. Figured it'd be a lot easier doing it that way. On the frame. First, I want to see how this is holding up. It did rain last night, as you can see. Nice rain. It's dripping off of the tarp. Looks like it held up pretty decent. All right, no moisture inside, so that's good. Should have Gorilla taped that little hole. But this was my temporary door covering. Luckily, that was it. Luckily, nobody got hit. It flew, I think, past a trucker, and it might have bounced off of his mirror. We love the truckers on the road because they are always looking out for you. Stopped to make sure everything was okay and said he was good, nothing, no damage to his vehicle. I have a feeling it had to do with those latches. From what I gather, there should be like a stopping point, and these did not have a stopping point where it latched. So you had to kind of guess and feel where the rubber, caught the metal piece. Basically this little metal lip, which is kind of flexible also. I did turn them all, but without that stopper being there, I'm thinking they just kind of vibrated down. And then over time, all of them vibrated off. There's a big shock that's basically very strong, trying to push the door out at the same time. So if just a few of those give out and there's some flex, that door can easily just fly off. I'm gonna have to figure out something a little bit different for safety precautions next time, so I don't have PTSD going down the road. There it is, Evie. Brand spanking new landing gear. Oh yeah. Evie, you're messing with my door. Dakota, this is a moment of truth.
Stop it.
She's biting you. And there's about the same space. This is higher than that. So. All right, moment of truth. Let's see if it lifts it off the truck. We'll need to disconnect the pin thing. Good. You want to disconnect that pin?
Are the wheels chopped?
Yep, wheels are chopped. Let me know when it's off. Now we need to unhook the chains and the safety gear. Let's roll the window down. Yeah, go forward slowly, just so it doesn't jerk the RV forward. Yeah, you should be good. Slow, yep, slow, yep. Good, good, good. Keep going, yep. Okay, good. Right there. Good job. Oh, put on the brake before. Next time, put on the e-brake first. Okay, real quick, I wanted to show you kind of how easy it is. All you do is bring it up, the landing gear up through the bottom, and then on this rig, you just screw these bolts tight. So I'm just gonna come in here, hold this on, and then and that's it for mounting them on. And then you just connect the bar up to the motor that goes across.